So hey, what's up guys? Today I'm back with a new video, and in this video I'm going to talk about operator overloading and naming and spacing conventions for variables and functions and classes in Python. I'm going to tell you guys about classes in another video. So operator overloading means when the same operator is used to perform tasks which are not related to each other. Like, let's take the plus operator for the example. It can concatenate two strings and add two numbers, and those tasks are literally not related to each other. So let me first put a comment. I'm going to talk about addition first. Oh, I missed a D there. So yeah. And so the different types of operator overloadings for addition are: first, it's just normal. I'm going to print it out. Just normal addition. And then we have combining two statements. So like two strings, amazing. And then coder. I'm gonna put a space here so that it puts a space between the things. It's concatenating two strings. And then it can concatenate lists. So I'm going to make a list inside here. And comma 2. And no. And I need to add them with 3, 4. Yeah. And it can also be used to concatenate tuples. I'm going to make a tuple. It's going to say 1 and 2, the same values. Why do I keep putting the comma? Do I need to put the plus sign? And then I'm going to put 3 and 4. So yeah. And then I can also add variables, concatenate a variable. Why am I putting print A, and then I'm gonna make a variable B. So A is gonna equal to, what am I doing? A is gonna equal to 12, and B is gonna equal to 2, and then I'm gonna print that out. Put the comma wrong. And nope. Right here, print A plus B. You can use the same way to concatenate two strings with a variable, two lists, and then two tuples. So yeah, and now let me run this and see if it actually works. So yeah, it works. It printed out 14 for 9 plus 5, then it printed out amazing coder for amazing plus coder, and then it printed out 1, 2, 3, 4 by concatenating the two lists 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then it printed out 1, 2, 3, 4 by concatenating the two tuples 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then it printed 44 by adding the two variables A and B, 12 and 32 are their values. So Now I'm gonna tell you what happens behind the scenes. So I mean, like, what is Python doing when I'm passing the plus integer? Or what's happening behind there? In Python, these things are called magic methods. So each integer, string, list, tuple are classes. They're all classes, and they each have a method inside them. So to add stuff, you use I'm gonna represent 9 plus 5 and what's happening behind the scenes. You type in.add by putting those two underscores and then that. And then I'm gonna type down what I wanna add, 9, and to separate them use commas. And I'm gonna print that out. And I'm gonna run that. And as you see, it printed what's happening behind the scenes over here. Let me make another print statement. Now, I can't put int. I need to put string because I'm adding two strings. I need to put the keyword of string, which is str, and then dot, and then the same thing, underscore add. And then I'm gonna type that down, put a bracket, and then I'm gonna add amazing encoder. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. And I'm gonna put a space here so that puts up space. This is what's happening behind the scene in this part. And let me run that. And as you see, it printed out amazing coder. And what's happening behind the scenes over here now? Now I need to put the keyword of list, which is just list. And then I'm gonna put dot underscore add underscore. And then I'm going to put the brackets. Inside that, I'm going to put two lists, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and then I need to separate them with a comma. 3, 4. And let me run that. This is what's happening behind the scene on here. As you guys see, it gave the same answer. And then next, I'm going to put another print statement, and this time I'm printing a tuple, so I'm going to put the tuple keyword, which is just tuple, dot underscore add, and then I'm going to add the tuples 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. So yeah, let me run that. And as you guys see, it printed 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's the exact same with the variable. As you see here, you just do the exact same thing. You put the type of the variable in. So the types are ints. So I'm going to put the keyword int. I'm telling this for what's happening behind the scenes in the variable. And then print int dot underscore add underscore underscore, and then you put bracket, and then you type the two integers. They were A and then B. So there are integers, that's why I'm able to add them. And it gave out 44, the exact same right here. So this is what happened in the magic methods of everything. As you guys see, it printed out the exact same thing over here, 14, 14. So it's 9 plus 5, 9 plus 5. And adds amazing encoder. It gave you amazing encoder here, amazing encoder here, and then it added lists 1, 2, and 3, 4, and printed out the exact same both the places 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we added the two tuples 1, 2, and 3, 4. The same thing happened to both places, and then we added the two variables A and B. The value of A is 12 and the value of B is 32. So it printed out 44, 12 plus 32, and then the same thing's happening over here. So this is how Python calls when you type something like this. This is what's happening in the magic method. This is called magic method because it's all happening behind the scenes and no one knows about it. It just happens so quick. And now I'm going to talk about multiplication. So, multiplication. I'm going to just put that. So, the types of operator overloadings in multiplication are, first, it's just a normal 2 into 2. The operator for multiplication is the star sign. And then you have for the power. For example, I want to raise 3 to the power of 2. For that, you put 2 multiplication signs, which are the stars, and then it'll give you the power. Then we have printing multiplied string. So I want to put in quarter 2 times or 4 times. I think I should put, actually I need to put this, the code, and then I want to print the string out 4 times, and that it's going to do that for me. If I need to put a space, I'll just put a 1 here, and it's going to space out for me. And now, so another use of this is printing by multiplying multiple lists. So I want to multiply the list 1, 2, and print it out 4 times by multiplying it by 4. So it's going to print the list 1, 2, 4 times out for me. It's going to print 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the same thing is with tuples. Just need to type. I'm going to make a tuple 3, 4. 3, 4. And I'm going to put a multiplication sign and 4. So these are all the operator overloading methods for multiplication. I think I'll print addition out. Wait. I think I'll make these things a print statement so that when we're typing them out, I'm just gonna put that and that and good. Then I'm gonna do same thing here. It's gonna take a second. And right there, we'll do that, right there, do that. So yeah, now it's gonna print out and we can differentiate what's for addition and what's for multiplication. So first give out 2 multiplied 2, this is 4, 3 raised to the power 2, which is 9, which is 3 into 3, and then it print out quarter 4 times, as I said it to do, and then it print out 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, by multiplying the list 1, 2, 4 times. Then it printed out 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4 by multiplying the list 3, 4, 4 times and then print it out. So now I'm going to tell what's happening behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, this is what's happening. For the first thing I'm going to put is int, because I'm going to multiply an int, then I'm going to put dot. Now for this, it's not add, it's mul. And that should be pretty obvious. Okay. My computer's battery is running low. I'm just gonna plug that in a sec. Let me plug that in. Okay, where is it going? So, good. That's good. Okay, continue. So, as I was saying, use mul, and then I'm gonna put the brackets, and inside that I'm gonna multiply 2 with 2. So to put that, I'm gonna use a comment, and that's gonna multiply 2. And as you guys see, it printed out the same answer, 4, 4. Now I want to print out what's happening in here. This power, I'm gonna raising power. So now for the power thing, it changes. It's not dot mul, dot underscore underscore mul underscore underscore. It's dot underscore underscore pow. It's pow for power. And then I'm gonna put in 3 and I'm gonna raise that to power 2. Then over here, printing quarter 4 times. So I'm gonna go back to the mul thing. I'm gonna just type out everything and then print it all out at once. So it's str because I'm doing the string. I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna put a bracket. I got a bracket now. And then I'm gonna put the string coder because I'm printing that out 4 times. I should put a capital letter. Okay. Now it's good. And then I'm gonna put space 4. Now that's gonna print core out 4 times. It's the exact same thing that's happening above. Then I want to print the list 4 times. What's happening behind the scenes up here. So I'm gonna put bracket, not outside, should be inside, and then I'm gonna put 1, 2, and then I want to print out 4 times. Oh, I did not do the method. Sorry guys. I'm going to put another bracket. I'm going to put then list, the keyword for list, dot underscore underscore mul. And then that's good. So now this is for the list. I'm just gonna copy that. Control V that. I'm gonna change this to 4. What am I doing? And I'm gonna change this to 3. Yes. I'm gonna change this from list to tuple. I'm gonna change this into what just happened. Change this into a tuple. So that's good. And this is all of it. Let me run that real quick. So as you guys see, everything is matched. Quarter, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, and yeah. So this was for multiply. Now let's move on to division. I'm gonna print out division to separate everything. What? Division. And then I'm gonna put another space, and then I'm gonna type down the operator overloading for division. So the basic one is just dividing. 3 divide 2, and then doing the modulus thing. So for modulus, you just put 2 divide operator signs, and that's it. So these are all the operator overloading for division. So it gave out 1.5, which is 3 what I with 2, and this gave me the remainder when I modded 3 with 2, which is right. Now I'm gonna tell the magic method for both of them. So I'm gonna print that out. They're integers, so int dot underscore underscore. Now you guys might be thinking it's div, but no, it's not div. It's true div. And inside the brackets, wherever you want to divide 3 with 2, and to find the mod, it's not true div, it's different. It's dot, I forgot, yeah, it's dot underscore underscore floor div, because modulus is also called floor div, the processing of modulus. So yeah, and then I'm gonna put that. Let me run that. And as you guys see, it printed out the exact same answer. 1.5, 1.5, and then 1 and 1, which is perfect. Now, the last one is going to be subtraction. Oh, no, I forgot to put that. I'm going to put hashtag subtraction. subtraction right there. Excellent. Now the one and only for subtraction is 3 minus 2. And we're done with the operator overloadings for subtraction. Yes, so it printed out 1, which is perfect. Now the match method for this one, you guessed it, it's print int dot underscore underscore sub. And you put an underscore, and then you put the brackets. And then I want to subtract 3 with 2. And as you guys see, it printed 1 out. So that's good. So these are all the basic operator overloadings for Python. Now let's move on to naming and spacing conventions for variables and functions. Variables and functions have the same naming and spacing conventions rule, so I'll tell that first, and then I'm gonna tell for class. So I'm gonna put print hashtag, or I don't need to print this out really. I could just show it to you in a comment. So all the functions and variable names are written in snake case. Snake case is not capital letter, it's all small, and you use underscores to separate stuff. So I'm gonna make a list, and I forgot to tell you, never ever start a variable, function, or class name with a number. Never. Okay. So I'm gonna make a, you need to do nothing. I'm gonna make a comment named bad variable and function names and then I'm gonna make a comment named good variable and function names. So first let's start with the bad ones. So as I said, you can not ever name it with a 2 at the start. So once that, I mean number, not a 2, a number specifically. It won't even change even if you put an underscore. You never stir. You could put my var or my func. I'm doing it for both. This is just example variable names or function names, and then one's my var with like no spacing, and then there's my var or my var, because it's starting with a capital letter. So you should have understood till now what I told you guys. So these are all the bad variable names. Now let's move on to the good ones, which are like if you really want to use a number at the start for a variable or function name, use an underscore at the start. And don't put special characters like @ and like tag or $sign or $sign or anything, like anything I'm showing to you guys right now. So you shouldn't put that anywhere. So I'm gonna add another variable name real quick, named my @where. So if you really want to use a number at the start, put an underscore and that. And good variable name would be something like this or this. Okay. So these are good variable names. Now let's move on to bad class names. I'm gonna make a comment named bad class names. And then I'm gonna make a comment named good class names. So that's good. Now class names should always be in camel case. Camel case means not using special characters, not using underscores. To separate letters, you use capital letters. You always start the word with a capital letter. Never start the word with a number. And yeah, that's it. So bad class names would be like @ my class, or like my class, because that's an underscore. And you can never start a name with a number for a class, because it cannot put underscores inside. So another would be like to my class. And yeah, that's the bad variable names. But they're not much in this. Even if you put a capital name, letter like that, Python does not care. It says you should always not put an underscore. It should be like that. But people put underscores. So now let's start with the good variable names, like my class. So see how I'm separating them with the capital letters? So yeah, if you want to use a number, you might need to use it in words. To my class. And yeah, these are all the good variable names for classes. So guys, this was it for this video. So bye guys.